Hello there! What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be looking at set number 2 of Star Wars Unlimited. It's Shadows of the Galaxy. This is a 2-player starter box, and we're going to open this thing up and look at everything that comes inside. If you guys haven't been following Star Wars Unlimited, it is a very, very cool game. We are also doing a $25 Amazon gift card giveaway. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. That's going to run for about another week. You have time left to enter to win that, and we're gonna take a look at everything that comes in here. So let's just kind of dive into it. Now, these 2-player starter sets are the only things from Star Wars Unlimited that don't seem to be super rare right now. So you can run out and get this. You're gonna get 2 decks. It's going to be a Mandalorian deck and a Moff Gideon deck. We'll open these up in a minute and show you everything that comes in here. But you're going to get a whole bunch of other stuff too. You're going to get play mats, a Learn to Play book. Maybe we've got 2 of the. I'm assuming these are play mats. It's a little full art thing of Moff Gideon. It doesn't look exactly like Moff Gideon, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. And look at this. We got this awesome little. We've got like a little play mat. It's an oversized play mat, but you have lots of room for resources and all of this fun stuff, which is very cool. And then, of course, a little rules insert as well. And this also talks about some of the new keywords, like smuggle, which says if you have a face-down resource with a smuggle cost, you can pay that cost to play it, then put the top card of your deck into play as a resource to replace it. You can exhaust a card to help pay its own smuggle cost, which is a really cool way to make sure that you get those cards that you have committed to resources and get those back. And there's even cards that can give other cards smuggle and all kinds of cool stuff like that. We also have deck boxes, which is really nice. You may be saying to yourself, well, I was just going to get some booster packs. Why do I want to get this 2-player starter? And in the case of the first set, this 2-player starters are important because they are going to come with some stuff that you will not find in the basic regular set. And so they're going to, basically you're going to have some rares, commons, and uncommons, but also probably some starter rarity things that are only found in here. You're also going to get a selection of tokens, and here if you want ultra-thin cardboard, you're going to have actually 2 sheets of these, so that's pretty cool. We got 2 deck boxes, and they have art on them as well, which is very, very cool. But we're going to go ahead and open these decks. All right, so we've got Moff Gideon here. He's a leader. His epic action is only going to cost 5 or more, so that's really cool. You can use him to attack with a unit that costs 3 or less, and if it's attacking a unit, it gains +1/+0. So not the strongest ability, but since he's only costs 5, he's going to be a 3/6, and he's got Overwhelm, and each friendly unit that costs 3 or less gets +1/+0 and gains Overwhelm while attacking an enemy unit. So he's pretty cool because he becomes significantly more powerful once he comes out. I thought that's pretty cool. So you're playing green, black, and blue with this one. We've got a Remnant Science Facility. We've got some double-sided experience and shield tokens. So there we go. There's the experience. There's the shields. So pretty cool. We got some of those tokens that are going to come in there as well, which are always nice. And now let's go ahead and take a look at everything else we're going to get. We've got some common Warzone lieutenants. We've got Dr. Pershing, who comes in here, and he can let you draw a card and also deal a damage to a unit, which can sometimes be good in certain decks. We've got General Tag. We've seen already from the original starter, but only one of him, which is weird to get like a starter rarity, but only one. But I guess it makes sense because I think we've seen him before in the other starter. We've got 3 Incinerator Troopers, which is pretty cool. He's basically got first strike. If you play Magic the Gathering, he attacks first. We've got some Outland TIE Vanguards, 3 of those. We've got Privateer Crew. We've got a couple of seasoned Shore Troopers. We're seeing some pretty cool stuff. Now, this is starter rarity. I could have sworn we've seen these in the other set, but I don't. Maybe they changed the rarity this time around in this set because we've got Snow Trooper Lieutenant. There's also starter rarity, and only 2 of those. But I know we've seen these in the other set. So I think this means that they don't exist as normal cards that you'll find in booster packs from this time around. Cell Block Guard, Death Trooper. These are all cards we've seen before. New stuff. Here we go. We've got 3 of these Phase 3 Dark Troopers. These guys are awesome. They only cost 3. They're 3/3, and every time they survive damage, they gain an experience. That's going to work well with Dr. Pershing, right? Oh, wait, no, combat damage. That's a little different. Well, you got to attack with 1/1s. You've got to beef them up a little bit. But then, is your opponent even going to attack? You know, I think the idea is that nobody's going to attack at all, and at least not with something small. So you kind of force them to attack with something large. You got 3 Super Laser Technicians, one of the greatest cards in the game. We've got Verna here with, I would like to seize the baby. Let me see the baby, please. I like you, the little baby. That's pretty cool. But yeah, he's shielded. Whatever. 3 cost 2/5 for 3. That's shielded. That comes out already. Is kind of cool. And then he has an action to give somebody bounty, heal 5 damage from a base. Now, bounty is a new keyword that's also when somebody has bounty, if you defeat them or take them or capture them, you get to do the bounty. And capture is another mechanic where you put something underneath, and things will tell you if they capture something out. We got a Curax Heavy Fighter. We've got another starter rarity here, the System Patrol Craft. We only get 2 of those in here. We've got a Discerning Veteran. We've got 2 Pirate Battle Tanks. And then we have some more starter rarity. We've got, I love ships and I love Architons. It's Moff Gideon's Light Cruiser. We get 3 of these. It's an 8 cost for 7/8, which seems kind of strong for an Architons, considering how much smaller than a Star Destroyer they are. But oh well, it's got plot armor because it's a special Architons that needs to last at least 2 seasons. It says if you control Moff Gideon as a leader or unit, play a dark side card that costs 3 or less from your hand or discard pile for free. And that's kind of cool, but that also is kind of mitigated by, people want to take things prisoner. This way they don't go to your discard pile. We've got Top Target, which gives somebody bounty as well. We've got Legal Authority. We've got 1 of those. That's a nice one. We've got Price on Your Head. We've got 2 of those. We've got Outflank, Timely Intervention, 2 Confiscates, which are going to be more useful this time around. I like this one, Moment of Glory. Give a unit +4/+4 for this phase. We've got 3 more starter cards of Calculated Lethality. This one is pretty cool because it's gonna just defeat somebody and do nasty stuff and give experience. And then we've got Remnant Reserves. All right, so we've got our Mandalorian deck here, and we have Mando himself. When you play an upgrade, you can exhaust this leader. If you do, exhaust an enemy with 4 or less remaining HP. His epic action is going to cost you 6. Let me flip him right. And he's going to be a 4/7. It says when you play an upgrade, you may exhaust an enemy unit with 6 or less remaining HP. So really, really strong. And that's a theme for this deck and for this game is Mandalorians and upgrades, whether they're guns or armor and all kinds of stuff. We've got this remote village, Sorgan. I loved this episode, by the way. I really, really did. I think it was Bryce Dallas Howard's first episode. Really cool stuff. We got some experience tokens. We've got a Clan Ren Rescuer. We've got 2 of those. We're going to start with 3 Followers of the Way. They're Mandalorians, and if they're upgraded, they're going to have a +1/+1. We get some special ones that are only for the starter. 3 copies of Grief Karga, who's a 2/2 for 2. And when you play him, you get to search the top 5 cards of your deck for an upgrade, reveal it, and draw it, which is awesome. We're also going to have Grogu. This is the only place to get Grogu, it seems, or at least this version of Grogu. Irresistible. He is a 0/5, and you can exhaust an enemy unit. So he's going to really annoy people for only 2 points. That's actually really awesome. And you can give him Mandalorian armor and stuff too, right? You could make, oh gosh, Grogu looks cool. You've got Queel in here, and who's Restore, and then you can discard a card and maybe get it back when you attack if it's the same color. So he'll work well in fewer aspect decks, right? We've got HWK, 3 of those. We've got Mandalorian Warrior. We've got Protector of the Throne, 2 of those. Sentinel. We've got some Village Protectors, also from that awesome episode that I really like. We've got chain code collectors, 2 of those. They're bounty hunters. They're going after bounty. Given -4, -0. We get 3 copies of the Razor Crest. This is the only place apparently to get the Razor Crest, or at least this version of it. It's a 3/4 for 4. Restore 2. Always nice to have Restore 2. And when played, you can return an upgrade from your discard pile to your hand. Of course, that factors in well with Mando and this whole deck. It's a really cool card. We've got a Survivor's Gauntlet. I love it. I love it. We've got the Armorer. Very cool. We've got the Cargo Juggernaut. Fennec Shand is here. Just about everything. This whole deck is Mandalorian themed. This whole set has a heavy Mandalorian influences, which is really cool. We've got Public Enemy, Wanted. Another one of Wanted. We've got Foundling, a +1/+1, and they become Mandalorian. We've got 2 of those. We've got Resilient, which is another upgrade. Well, that's kind of cool. And it doesn't say it has to go on a person or a vehicle, so I guess it can go on either one. That's kind of nice. We've got Rich Reward. We get 2 copies of that. We've got 2 copies of Snapshot Reflexes. We've got Vambrace Grapple Shot. I like that one. Non-vehicle, but on attack, exhaust the defender. Nice. Mandalorian Armor, +1/+3. If they're a Mandalorian, they gain a shield token. We've got the Mandalorian's Rifle, also starter rarity. We get 3 of these attached to a friendly non-vehicle unit. When played, if they're Mandalorian, they capture an exhausted enemy non-leader unit. And that's very, very strong. And it's a +3/+0, which is pretty cool. Surprise Strike. And this is the Way. We've got Spare the Target and Fell the Dragon. All right, that is going to do it for this video. Again, it's just a look at the 2-player starter and what you can expect to find inside. Some very cool decks, and if if you're not interested in getting into a game where you've got to chase boosters and look for stuff, these are offered 2 pre-constructed decks that are balanced against each other. You can play these against the 2 pre-constructed decks and the other starters, and just have a good time with it. So it is a good quality game that I think you'll enjoy. Also, on the back of your starting location, you do have a deck list that gives you all of the information. So there's that one. And let's show you this other one from Gideon's deck list as well. There it is. So pretty cool stuff if you were curious about all of that. And that is going to do it for this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons as well. You guys are absolutely out of this world. We are going to be doing a booster box unboxing. I had pre-ordered one. It's from the first print run. I've heard there's some really wild things going on with those first couple of booster boxes. So maybe I've got one of these weird ones. You'll have to stay tuned and check it out. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And always wash your socks.